See him? He's right there. See him? He's right there. There's Spencer. She's seen him. He was right there on the other side of the banner. She saw his face. You should have ran up there and petted him. I love you, Spencer.
When he gets off feeling Spencer.
Go ahead.
So
Who cares? It's taking a long time. It's supposed to start at 3.
Stream wall started like
He's right there. What the hell?
Do they see it?
No. Cell service could also be slow too.
All right, Astronomicon, just a reminder, if you are waiting for Michael Hooker, he is in the back of the vendor hall, all the way to the left. Go see him, say hi, give him a hug for me.
If you don't want hugs.
He was pretty friendly with everybody.
That's good.
Talking to somebody. They went to leave. Oh, yeah. He pointed at him. Nobody's behind him. They're all falling back. They kept talking.
That's cool. What the hell? What's the hold up? I know as soon as I stop, you're going to come in. Oh, here it comes. Oh, the manager.
There it is. It's on this time. Hi. We're back. Hello. How are you? Astronomicon 7. Panel number 2 of Saturday. Look at this packed panel room. I like it. Give yourselves a round of applause, please. man needs no introduction here, but I'm going to give him one anyway. He's a singer, a songwriter, a performer, a handsome gentleman. Spencer Charnas.
I am Downey, everybody. Give it up for him.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, buddy.
How was your Astronomiconing?
It's been great. You guys having a good time? Yeah. Astronomicon was my first convention ever.
As a
As a guest, yeah. So it holds a special place in my heart.
Indeed. And is it fair to say that a little bit of the idea of Silver Screen Con was born at Astronomicon?
Absolutely. I saw how well it was run and how great all you guys are. And it gave
I want one of these.
What?
You said I want one of these.
I want one of these. Can I get one I want?
Now Silver Screen 3 is happening this year. Who's coming to that?
Yeah.
Mr. Manis.
And you're going to be there too.
I'll be there too. Yay. We'll be doing this. Exactly what we're doing right now.
No one does it better than you.
Thank you very much, sir. I could say the same. And I will, and I have. And I will again.
Do it again.
What was your first convention as a convention goer?
First proper convention would have been Rock and Shock back in Massachusetts. But the first time I ever met a horror celebrity was at a place called Spooky World.
Yes. Who's heard of Spooky World? Oh yeah, let's talk about Spooky World.
Spooky World was a place in Massachusetts, on a little farm in Berlin, Mass, deep in the woods, probably like 30 minutes outside Boston. And my dad took me when I was 6 years old. In the first 2 years, I was too scared to go in. A ghoul jumped out at me in the parking lot. I was like, Dad, get me the fuck out of here. He's like, all right, Spence, I just gotta tie your shoe first because it's outside. The Dad, forget the goddamn shoes, get me out of here. But then the third time, he's like, you don't go in this time, we're never going again. So I mustered up the courage and I went and I met Kane Hodder. And I still have...
I feel like I just saw him somewhere.
He's here somewhere. I still have the Jason mask that he signed back in 93 and 94. Pretty cool. Yeah.
It's crazy because he came in 93, 94, he was only like 16, right?
That's right. He was 17 years old. Yeah. He just got his driver's license. Yeah. But yeah, he was promoting, I think, probably Jason Goes to Hell was the one that had come out right around that time.
Freddy's Love coming up from the end.
That's right. And he plays Freddy in that one. And he is wearing glove.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Great ending.
Yay, pretty cool.
Who loves Jason Goes to Hell out there?
Woo!
Underrated film.
Yeah, it's got its moments. I can't say I love it.
I love it.
I like it.
I love it.
The whole Jason as Parasite. What was it I did?
I think the franchise needed,
Took a big swing.
yeah, needed to be shaken up.
Yeah.
And I love it. It's great.
Freddy versus Jason fans?
Yeah!
The only bummer about that movie is that Kane's not in it. That's why. Yeah.
I know, total BS.
And I told him the first time I had a conversation with him, which was at the first Silver Screen, I had an opportunity to go to the set of Freddy vs. Jason, and I spent half the day asking people where Kane Hodder was, because
You're that guy. And you knew the answer.
And I knew the answer.
Yeah. You're a prick.
and I told him that when I first met him, and he gave me a hug.
Yeah.
Then he choked me.
That is true, yeah. Great hands.
Yeah, best hands. Best hands in the business.
100%.
So what advice would you give to
People trying to choke people?
people trying to choke people? Well, that's more of a demonstration.
Right.
What advice would you give to a kid who's the age you were, trying to go into Spooky World, to muster up the courage, the world that is going to open up for them?
I think my whole trick was I just kept my eyes closed all the time. Out of sight, out of mind. And have a strong father figure who has, some legs you can grab onto. That was the trick.
Yeah, like the Daredevil experience.
Pretty much, yeah.
Hearing, smelling.
All hearing and smelling. Pretty much.
So that was, I mean, especially at that time, that had to be absolutely crazy. The idea that you could meet someone from a film, right? Because I mean, you're a kid in Massachusetts.
Right? It was
They're
wild.
not like showing up, you know.
It was wild. It was, because you only see them either at the movie theater or, if your parents were nice enough to let you rent, Chainsaw Part 2, which they did.
Chop Top's around here somewhere.
Chop Top, shout out to Bill. But yeah, it was an amazing experience. It stayed with me. I think that year I met, not only him, but I met George Wilbur, rest in peace, who played Michael Monroe in Part 4 and 6. It's a great experience. Never forget it. So it's nice to be able to do the same for other people. And it's crazy. It's surreal to be on the other side of the table, so to speak.
So for those of you who don't know, there is a documentary about Spooky World and the whole kind of phenomenon that it was in the Northeast and its history and everything. And you're not only a participant in the documentary, I believe you're now a producer on it as well. What can you tell us about that? How do we see it?
The documentary right now, I believe, is still shopping around for the right distribution. But it's a great story about how David Bernalino, who founded Spooky World, how he started out in the business. He was working at a joke shop in Boston. His father had started this very famous joke shop, and he was really a pioneer because at the time, now they're a dime a dozen. There's haunts everywhere and haunted hay rides and Universal, but at the time it was not that common of a thing. Especially in terms of sort of a DIY kind of do-it-yourself haunted house. And it's just a great story, and I'm proud to be part of it.
Yeah, and a lot of history and a lot. Ice Nine Fields is all about the lore, and I love
The gore?
The gore also.
Oh, the gore and the lore.
The gore lore.
They go hand in hand.
Did we just coin that?
We just did.
Gore lore?
Gore and the lore.
Pretty good. That's a verbal copy.
My lawyer's back there.
Eric?
German?
But I love lore, and I love the lore of localized stuff like that. Because that's another thing too. I mean, obviously in the internet age and social media and everything, there are a lot of shared experiences, which are great. But there aren't as many of those just localized, like the haunts that you would grow up with, that were very much a huge deal in that particular region, or like the old horror hosts on, your local TV channel that everyone knew in your town and no one knew, 20 miles outside. It's nice to preserve that and tell that story in that documentary.
Absolutely. I encourage you all to seek it out and watch it. It's very good. And Adam Green, who had
It was sitting up here yesterday.
with Joe Lynch, he also, is a fellow masshole. That's what you call people from Massachusetts, and he also is very influenced by Spooky World, and he's in the documentary.
All right, Astronomicon, this is your last call for Mario Kart 8 sign-up. So if you're looking to sign up for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe
that's been
Tournament,
happening,
this is your
George.
last call to sign up for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Tournament in the game room.
It's been Mario Kart every time too.
Very strange.
A lot of Mario Kart. A lot of Mario lore going on at Astronomicon this year. What are your feelings on Mario? It seems like Italian Americans, much like Irish Americans, were one of the last groups you're allowed to discriminate against. That's unfair.
I mean, I love Mario Kart. Great game. I like the full-length feature with John Leguizamo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Live action.
Live action. Yeah. Other than that, he's a good guy. Yeah.
A little bit of an ethnic stereotype.
A little snazzy.
Yeah.
I like his overalls.
Good mustache.
Very pronounced mustache.
Cool hat.
Cool hat.
So, having been to conventions now as both a fan and as a guest, and also, curating your own convention now, what are some of the things that you look for in a convention to know that you're going to have the best experience as a guest and that fans have the best experience? What are some things that are important for a convention to be a good one versus a bad one?
I think when it comes down to it, it's all about the guests, right? All about the celebrity guests that they get. I think it's important not to, you don't want to bring out the same guests every year because it gets a little bit stagnant. So I think Astronomicon and Silver Screen Con are good at not doing that, and also not just getting just the marquee guests, you know, the big names, but some of the deeper cuts that might not get the recognition that they deserve. That's what I like to see personally.
So when Silver Screen is being booked, is there a wish list that goes around every year where you're like, can we please try to get these folks? And if you had to guess a percentage, you know, is it 80% of the people you want? Is it 90? Is it 10%? Like how you know, your wish list, how much things include?
There's definitely a wish list that I make, and we've been lucky to get pretty much like 90-95% of the people we want.
Wow.
So it's a
That's
high rate of success. Thanks to you guys. Give yourself a round of applause. Without you, it's just an empty convention center.
I would ask who the Holy Grail guest is, but it's got to be Robert England, right? Like, we got to get Robert
That'd be
England.
amazing. Incredible.
Robert, if you're hearing this somehow,
Backstage, yeah.
he's playing Mario Kart.
He is.
So he knows we want him. So I know you probably can't talk much about it, but you have there's some stuff. There's stuff happening in the world of Iceland films. Always stuff.
Always stuff. Lots of good stuff.
There's Silver Screen Convention.
Right.
3. There's what's that band? It's not Megadeth. Metallica. There's a band that you're continuing that tour with. It's a long tour.
It's a long tour. Any of you guys see us in Detroit? Yeah, that tour's been amazing. Metallica, I grew up idolizing, like anyone who starts playing guitar and wants to be in a rock and metal band, and Metallica is like the absolute pinnacle of everything. So my dad took me to see them when I was 11 at the Boston Garden, and I've been a huge fan ever since. So to get that call, first it was just a couple of shows, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, first it was Las Vegas and
Buffalo
Yeah.
and Pittsburgh.
That's when they know, you know, they're kind of feeling you out. Like, oh, we might be into this idea. Let's see how they do in a couple shows.
Yeah, so I mean, if it all ended there with one show, it would have been a once-in-a-lifetime amazing opportunity. So after those 3 shows, to get the call a couple months later, hey, do you want to do the whole world with us? And I was like, yeah, let me think about that, right? Yeah, so it's been amazing.
Let me look at my day planner.
Yeah, and they've been super nice, and they come and hang out in the locker room and say what's up to us, and
Locker room, because these are like football stadiums where you're playing.
Yeah.
So,
it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they couldn't be more accommodating and kind. So it's been incredible, and we've seen so many people come up to us and say, hey, I never heard of you, but I saw you were playing with Metallica, or I caught the set, or someone told me they were going to see Metallica and told me about you guys. So we are in debt to them for eternity.
Yeah. I mean, you know, paying it forward, Misfits are one of my favorite bands of all time. I think Misfits tattoo. I wouldn't have discovered the Misfits were it not for Metallica constantly wearing Misfits and dancing shirts in every photo that I had on my wall as a kid. And so that's, you know, a very sort of similar thing where there's going to be people who become Ink fans for life, but the Metallica tour is probably their game.
Absolutely, and we try to do the same thing for bands that we love, that not everyone in our genre might know. Like, I grew up as a big punk fan, punk and ska music. That's how I started the band. So
You guys know that, by the way? You know the secret Spencer history? No Effects and Pennywise, not just the clown.
not just the clown, the band.
Yeah.
But us getting the opportunity to put a great legendary punk band like Less Than Jake on our album, we'll have Real Big Fish come out and play with us at SoFi Stadium. It's just the same kind of stuff that we like our fans to be exposed to the people that inspired us. And just like you said, that's how Metallica did it with the Misfits.
Yeah, Metallica really set the tone for, amplifying newer, smaller bands that are coming up, and bands that influence them that are maybe a little more obscure. That's been something that I think, as kind of the leaders of this genre, they've really shown the way of how to do that, and it's great to see the way that he, picks up that torch.
Absolutely, and we're just super grateful that they picked us. There's a million bands out there, a million great bands, and the fact that they chose us, mind blowing.
Absolutely. So, what else can you talk about that's happening this year? Oh, I know something we can talk about. Who has the first Iceland Kills graphic novel? Inked in Blood?
Yeah.
There's an Inked in Blood 2.
I heard about that.
And then I actually was shown a picture by the comic book company a week ago of a real, actual, like it exists now, it's tangible, it's been printed, and it's being shipped from the printer to the comic company. So we have to have it on its own screen.
Of course we will.
So,
and Ryan, of course, is the author of that, if you didn't know.
Oh, by the way, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Swift Club.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Smooth, right?
Very smooth.
That's what we talked about afterwards.
I thought it was 10, whatever.
Inked in Blood 2, Once Upon a Crime. Story by the two of us, script by me, and dude, the art, it's, I grew up reading and loving comics and metal and horror movies, so writing an Iceland Kills graphic novel with Spencer is like the trifecta nerddom, so thank you for that.
Thank you for the great job you did. It turned out great.
I hope everybody loves it. If you were here at the Scream panel, it is very unapologetically influenced by Scream, so as much as Scream is homaging a lot of stuff, we're homaging Scream quite a bit in the story, so it's fun.
Absolutely.
It's very fun.
And it takes place a little bit at a convention.
It does. Actually, the opening scene is very meta. I can tell you the opening scene of the graphic novel takes place at Silver Screen Con.
In the bathroom.
So, and it does make its way into the bathroom.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah. There is some bathroom action.
It's rated X, I think, right?
There are, it's not really a book for children.
No. Are there any children here? Yeah.
Defined children. yeah. So, how about we get some questions from this lovely crowd? I'm going to start right here, just because you're right in front of us. And tell us your name first, and will you listen to my band? Can I take a picture and not questions? I just am saying this from experience. The floor is yours.
I'm Randy. Saw you up in Ford's Field. And my first opinion is
Well, I appreciate that. I don't share that.
He said it, not you.
That's very nice of you, though. Thank you for lying. Most famous person to ask me for my autograph? I guess OJ, I guess, would be the only one.
Is that why? Is that it? Because it's too soon?
Next question?
Next question. And he was this close to finding the real killers. All right.
my name is Jacob.
What's up, Jacob?
So you have Song Rainy Day, which is Resident Evil. Is there any other horror video games that you like that you possibly think of something of?
I think it's possible. Maybe Dead by Daylight?
I was like Silent Hill.
Silent Hill would be great. I think it's possible. There you go. You? With the blood? Oh, that's everyone.
That's the others.
A lot of people with blood.
I just wanted to say thank you. I just wanted to say thank you for the inspiration, the music and everything. And what got you into horror movies? Because I've been called weird for liking horror movies my whole life.
Who here has been called weird?
We are the weirdos.
Right, yeah.
But my brother introduced me to horror movies, and at a very young age, and my parents hated it for it. So what got you into horror movies?
What was your entryway to horror?
For me, it wasn't an older sibling or my parents or anything like that. For whatever reason, I was just drawn to the aisle in the video store that said horror. And I would look at all these VHS boxes like Halloween, with the pumpkin and the knife, and Friday the 13th, and Creep Show. And I was just a weird kid, I guess. And the first one I ever saw was Halloween. It was probably 5 or 6, and my parents were cool enough to let me see it. I had to, barrage them with questions and demands to see it for about a year and a half, but they gave in finally.
Like the same size as Michael Myers in the beginning?
Pretty much, yeah. My sister turned out fine though. Yeah.
I've met her, she's alive.
She's fine,
Great.
Chelsea, great.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Savannah, and I've watched your music videos, and I'm just curious. When you roll your eyes back, can you do that, or do you wear contacts?
When I roll my eyes back, I can do that, but it gives me a massive headache. So I think we're offering them at the signing booth for $200. 200 and But that's all me. Yeah. Thank you.
Nice.
I was wondering, what was your favorite song to perform, and what song that you would not be
I would say favorite
So
song.
the question was, your favorite song to perform, and what song have you not made a video for that you would like to make a video for?
Hip to Be Scared probably is my favorite one to perform.
There is a Hip to Be Scared photo op available at Astronomicon.
That's right.
I believe.
I always just wanted to be Patrick Bateman, I love Jason, Michael, and Freddie, but, Bateman kills all the same people, kinds of people, but he does it with a lot of style, and he lives in a great apartment. I feel like that's where I want to be.
Are you saying Freddie doesn't have style?
He's got panache. There's a difference between style.
Riz, I believe.
That's right. And the video, a song that we haven't done a video of, that I want to do, maybe Ex Mortis would have been fun.
This is like an endorsement.
Yeah, we screwed up, clearly.
I see you guys, my name's Mark. Nice to meet
What's up,
you.
Mark? Feels like an AA meeting.
I am Mark, I like
I'm an
movies.
alcoholic. Yep.
I see you guys have David Howard Thornton at Silver Screen Con this year.
Yes,
I was
we
wondering
do.
if there's been discussion of doing a Terrifier theme song or Art of Clown theme song.
Would you guys like that? I know a guy. I'll see what I can do.
More clowning around.
That's right.
Would it be possible at all in this?
Wait, what's your name?
Oh, sorry. Hi, I'm Brittany. Would it be possible in this panel at all to do the Hip to Be Scared chant that we all know and love in the middle of that song?
Sure.
You started. You have to start.
Do you like Guys 9 Kills?
Not really.
A little bit too seen for me. But when the Silver Screen came out, I think they really came into their own. Commercially and artistically. The whole album has a refined melodic sensibility that really makes it a cut above the rest.
Wow. You guys are really cool. That was awesome. I love you guys. Hi, Jordan.
So I'm wondering, how did you get the process to do the Welcome to Horror Road series, the film series? What made you want to put that out for several music videos?
And how did you cast that bailiff in the courtroom scene?
So handsome.
Bailiff Moscow, I believe.
Yeah, he stole the show.
He lives.
He's still there. I think, the scene was planned for when we did Silver Scream 1. I like the idea of having continuity between the music videos, and although we pay homage to the movies, we wanted to create our own story. And the idea for Harwood really came to me because I always thought if someone like a Rob Zombie or an Alice Cooper was ever accused of a horrific crime and there wasn't a lot of physical evidence against them, that the district attorney would probably try to use their persona and try to paint a picture that, he's singing about this kind of stuff. Well, now he's doing it. So I thought that was an interesting concept, and that's really where the idea came from.
That's become a real thing, sort of almost, prescient or whatever, but that's happened with rappers. where lyrics have been
Right.
introduced and there's laws about whether
Tattoos too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's cool. Good thing I'm not a rapper. I could completely fall.
Never say never.
That's right. Yep.
Hi, my name's Chase, and I was wondering, have you ever played the game Dead Space?
What is it?
Dead Space?
No. Should I?
Yes.
Yes.
And if you were to play, how likely would you be to
If I ever played Dead Space? I don't know. I've never played it.
Highly recommend it. If you like Alien,
I will check it out. Don't give it a shot.
Does it have Mario in it?
No, but you can do the stuff pretty much. Perfect.
You can do what?
You can pretty much do the stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. That's different. Would you do something like
Right there. Pop the tires.
metal versions of your pop punk ska years?
I think that'll be fun.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
I think so.
Maybe a Psycho Zombie.
A little throwback.
release.
Yeah, I can see that happening. That's a good idea. Over there with the striped arm.
If you, for people that first started watching horror movies, what are your top 3 horror movies that you think they should watch if they're just starting to get into
Top 3 horror movies for someone who's just getting into horror.
Wow, that's tough. I'd say take it back to 1960, Psycho, give it a 2 point. And then, man, I guess Halloween. And I would say that's a tie between Halloween and Friday the 13th right there. Come out around the same time. And then I think Scream would be the next one. Because it takes all those other movies and kind of turns them on their head. Hello.
Oh, wait, what's your name? What's your name?
In horror movies?
Top 3 favorite characters in horror movies.
Wow. I would say Billy Chapman from Silent Night, Deadly Night. Eric Freeman from Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. And Mother Superior from Silent Night, Deadly Night 1.
We've got some veterans of the Silver Screen Convention on that list.
Absolutely. I wish Mother Superior was still alive. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
My name's Angie. You're inspired by iconic horror movies. You've done them all already. Are there any current horror movies that you would like to eventually make a song about?
Like modern ones?
Like any kind of modern one?
No. Maybe. I'm a big fan of Terrifier. Other modern ones, I don't know, the last few years, I've not been grabbed by them. Hereditary, that's a good decapitation scene, for sure.
Well, then we do have Joe Lynch's Suitable Flash. The
The Flash is great.
Backup camera scenes.
That one is sweet. Pentagram rules. Little girl. Record.
Favorite song to record?
Ooh. It is the end. That was fun. Got to pretend like I was a clown. It was great. And we were recording it. Our main producer was not in the studio that day, so we had someone fill in. And the guy, he'd never heard of our band, and he was just like, he thought I was a complete fucking idiot, I think. I was like, let me try that. I'll get a different kind of clown. Just like, alright, dude, just fucking go. But it turned out alright.
Especially when you showed up in the outfit to do it.
Yeah, he was disturbed.
Can we reveal here that the next record is all rom-coms?
It is.
When Harry Met Sally?
Yeah.
Looking forward to that one.
When Harry Met Scary, I think it's, Scary Met Sally. Right there, full hop.
My name's Charnas, by the way. Would you ever consider doing a feature length full
Animation.
Super gory, super like to tell a complete cohesive story through music.
That'd be very cool. We dabbled a little bit in that with the animated video we did for Take Your Pick, which was a lot of fun. But yeah, I would love to do that. Be cool. Maybe team up with Mike Judge.
I think Broadway is calling it first.
Oh yeah.
I'm waiting for the
Music
Ice Kills music.
Yep. Music Kills. Off Broadway.
Off Broadway.
My name's Colin.
Hey, Colin.
What are your thoughts on the Pearl remake or remake?
Can we sign,
Right in Detroit? Really?
Can we sign an NDA about that or no? I will tell you this. Like you all, huge fan of the original. When I saw
Which one of you, Morris?
yeah, when I saw the first image, I was like, ooh. But Bill Skarsgård was great, and I'm sure I'll go see it. I thought the trailer actually kind of looked badass a little bit, but you know, it's something that iconic. I'd probably just leave it alone, but we'll see. I have liked remakes before. I did dig the Rob Zombie one, the first Halloween one. I like My Bloody Valentine. So we'll see. I'm always rooting for him. You know, I want it to be good.
I'm glad they asked you and not me, because I have opinions.
Right there with the hand.
What's your favorite place to perform in Michigan?
Machine Shop. Intersection.
Yeah, the intersection.
Or St. Andrews Hall.
Or Astronomicon 7.
Yeah. My good friends at Twisted asked me to sing on one of their songs.
You guys familiar with that song?
And I said yes. Pretty much a story. I really like the song. I recorded my part of the video in Los Angeles and with a good friend of mine, Miles, and I think it came out great. Yeah, Miles shot it. And it was really good. I'm honored to be on it.
Our friend Miles has a horror film coming out. Just dropped the trailer.
The trailer come out? Pandemic Sex Party.
That sounds amazing.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's one of those elevator pit, you know, just get the movie title and you're like, okay.
Face down, mask up was my I don't know if they used it. With the hand? Yeah. Ooh, that's a good question. I've always wanted to do a cover of Walking on Sunshine. So maybe that would be a good one, because it's in American Psycho. It's a pop song. I like it. So yeah, all the way to the back with the hand. Do I?
FNAF, I believe.
I've never seen the whole thing. Is it good? We'll get Matt Lillard in it because he's in it, right? Ooh. So there you go. Maybe. Right over there? No, that's you. No. Totally. I think that'd be fun. I mean, definitely influenced by a lot of that stuff. Les Miserables, Phantom of the Opera, Grease 2, all our favorites of mine. So I think it'd be fun.
If you take that question in a vacuum, it's pretty fun. Have you ever considered making your albums musical?
Offensive. All the way in the back with the bloody sweatshirt. Yep. Favorite song? Favorite video? Tough. I I think maybe the shower scene. I really like that one. I like filming the video in black and white. It was a lot of fun. And I like the reversal at the end. Spoiler alert, it's not how you think it's going to be. With the shades? In terms of singing, or just in general? Oh man, it's difficult, man. Well, Corpse Grinder, Cannibal Corpse.
I saw a Cannibal shirt in here. What was it?
And the original singer, Barnes, he's good too. James Hetfield. Yeah, those are probably two of my biggest, for sure.
And your pre-show ritual warm-up for your voice?
I can't share.
It's my mistake for saying ritual.
Yeah.
Not that.
Yeah. Throat coat tea is a game changer if you've never tried it before. I think it's just, hot water, but it's psychologically.
Placebo effect.
It does something. Yeah. There you go. The vocal rest. Little girl? Scariest. Ooh. I want to say probably funeral arrangements.
I thought for sure it's going to be a ska song.
I don't like where this is going. With you in the green? No, it's possible. You guys want more books? I think we could do it. What book should we do? Frankenstein?
The Bible.
The Bible. Maybe Where's Waldo? Would be good. Phone book?
Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss. Some of those are scary. Lorax is scary. Grinch is scary.
Hi, my name is Austin. We actually got me into you guys back in 2019. This is my first time at one. So,
Oh, yeah.
the question for you, what bands are you listening to today? Do you have a local band or anything that you want to plug?
What bands?
Local bands. Twisted.
Twisted. Love Twisted. Honestly, I kind of tend to just listen to my high school playlist. Read like the Drive-Thru Records roster, Midtown, Starting Line, Epitaph stuff, No Effects, Bad Religion, Catch 22. No, like modern movies, I think I'm just an old man at this point. Not too much is moving me. So yeah, I tend to go with the old stuff. I also like that because I don't really like the new music to influence my music. Try to push it back. Yeah, Skin was great. For those of you who don't know, they are a band where their concepts revolve around actual serial killers. Not promoting them or saying that those people are good, but it's a very interesting presentation. Singer is very cool, and it's pretty scary stuff. So yeah, it was a great tour, and I'd love to bring them over here. Very cool. Get me hat? I think the first time I met those guys was Warped Tour, probably like 2008 or 9, like the time when I don't even think we were playing the tour. We were just following the tour, sneaking in and selling albums with iPods, if you remember what iPods were. And yeah, that's how we first met them. So it's crazy, man, 12 years later to be co-headlining and doing stuff with them. It's crazy. I would say so. I love Tim Burton. I love Danny Elfman. So yeah, I think that'd be great. The thing is, we do tend to stay away from movies like that already have.
Yeah, there's the Manson song.
Yeah, and there's just there's a whole score, not only score but lyrics to the whole movie. So we tend to do stuff where there hasn't been songs with lyrics of that movie. But I think it would be great.
Hi, it's Grant. I was wondering, are there any non-horror movies you would talk about?
Who likes non-horror movies? I do.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. What about The Notebook?
That's on the rom-com album.
Yeah.
It's because it's pretty funny.
Yeah. Maybe Terminator 2.
Listen, you're good enough looking. We can do Magic Mike too. I mean,
Wow. All right, we'll do Magic Mike.
Did you mean Magic Mike 2 TOO, or you mean specifically Magic Mike 2?
like Magic Mike, like
As well.
Or the Matrix.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Matrix dresses Magic Mike.
How much the clothes cost?
Passion of the Christ.
Gremlins, Twister. Twister would be good.
Any other questions? Back on the wall? So, that'll be cool. Good series. Conjuring. Back there with the hand.
Oh, that's probably the best question.
Burt Reynolds, probably. Oh, Burt. R.I.P.
Not O.J. Simpson?
Can't do it. Out of respect to the Jews in the state. Can't do it.
I'm more of an Al Collins guy.
A little bit, yeah. A little
I
Cochran.
appreciate the support of this. Everyone should have a friend like Al
And a
Collins.
great driver.
Great driver. Great
Yeah.
athlete. TV It or 2019?
I like them both, honestly.
Tim Curry. We got Tim Curry fans in here.
He's the kid. You know, Tim Curry did an amazing job. He's a versatile actor. But I really did think that Bill Skarsgård did a great job of not imitating Curry, but bringing his own talent to it. It was great. Probably very good.
We probably have time for 2 or 3 more.
Green hair. Is that happening, you're asking? Yes. I think so. I don't know if it's on the schedule. Do you know anything about it?
You mean, is it happening or will it happen?
Is it?
Could it?
Could it?
It could.
Yeah, I'd say so.
It's a multiverse of infinite possibilities.
That's right.
Somewhere out there it already is happening.
Yeah, it might have. No. No. We would. We played small venues still. I like the small concerts. When we've been doing tours with Metallica, it has been cool to play our own shows in 2,000 cap venue, this packed venue, and then the next night in a stadium. It's kind of a nice, ebb and flow. Hat?
My name's Chris. I want to know, what do you think of the shark? Jaws.
Just sharks in general?
The
the shark that attacks you on the stage?
From Jaws?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that shark.
Bruce? Talking about Bruce.
Bruce, yeah. That was good. Good show.
Out of Metal Screaming. Can I take that one for you? Zen of Screaming, which is Melissa Cross. She's a great vocal teacher and friend. And everybody from Randy from Land of God, Howard from Killswitch, I think. I mean, just a bunch of metal singers have been to her, and she teaches you how, not only how to do it, but how to do it safely and in a way that is, you can continue to do it for years to come.
It can be dangerous.
Can be very dangerous.
I wear a helmet, usually.
Always use protection when screaming in metal. Zen of Screaming, look it up. Melissa Cross is her name.
All the way in the back, Dan? What's up? Absolutely. I'll see you there.
Have you forced the rest of the band to get into video games yet?
No, they're into video games.
There was at least one or two.
There's a few that are into it. I like the Friday the 13th game that was canceled. That was my favorite.
It's always fun running.
Let's say two more questions.
We know horror, Spencer, but who's like your favorite comedian?
Who?
Oh man, that's too tough to name. I did see Anthony Jeselnik the other night. He was great. George Carlin.
Yeah.
Gilman Williams. Dave Chappelle. Martin Lawrence.
Yes.
You got any?
Oh, I already said Jeselnik, and I appreciate you and Mike not inviting me to that dinner.
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
That's fine.
There were no other tickets.
I've seen Anthony Jeselnik many times.
Thank you. There were 2 empty seats next to us, by the way. Good joke.
I never leave my house. That's the joke. Norm Macdonald, great school.
Oh, yeah. He's great.
Rest in peace.
Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy.
Norm's looking down from heaven, laughing at OJ as he descends into hell.
That's right.
Last question.
Who hasn't asked a question? With the skull, with the ribs. We are working on new songs as we speak. I've actually been writing one in my head during this panel, that's why if I seem a little off. It's good though. All right.
All right.
We all do. He's good. All right, last question. Who hasn't asked? What the hell?
Just had a question.
What's your name?
Go back on horror movies. Would you still go back to checking out what is it? Night of the Demons? Do you think you might draw some inspiration from that also?
I love Linnea Quigley, so anything is possible. I like that movie.
Fun movie.
Night of the Demons. I want to put in my vote for Night of the Comet.
Ooh, that's pretty good. All right, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, sir. Going to be here at Astro hanging out. Silver Screen Palm 3. We're going to see you guys there. Right?
Thank you so much.
Wait, before you guys leave, let us take a picture real quick.
Get up there, just
We
get up
gotta
there.
get the Iron Maiden photo.
Hi. Figure shove you up there. Makes you say hi to him when he leaves. I love you, Spencer.
Spencer,
Thank you.
I love you.
Can't wait to do the picture.
Thank you.
You're such a dork.